see his picture on a $20 bill. Now, this is Cafe Dumont here to our right. At Cafe Dumont, they opened its doors in 1862.
Wow, 1862.
They're open 24/7.
That's the cafe we just had, Cafe Dumont.
Wow.
Look at the red brick apartment buildings above us. These apartments are going to border Jackson Square on either side. Upper and lower Fontana with the peak and the railing up there.
She wants to go. Jenny wants to go.
We're taking a mule into the quarter. Well, we're in the quarter uptown, but our mule is dragging us on a little tour. Gaynell and I had to make sure our mule was well cared for before we boarded.
This is down the street to your right here as we turn. A beautiful gold statue of Joan of Arc.
That's who that statue is, Joan of Arc.
When Joan of Arc murdered the stake, 1431. And that statue donated to New Orleans by the French government.
Wow, beautiful.
1717. You're going to see the statue of the founder. It's going to be 6 blocks back from the statue of Joan of Arc, going back in the direction she came from. That's the statue of Jean-Baptiste Lamont de Bienville.
All right.
He and his brother Iberville.
Did you want to see down some of these? It's so cool how they have the...
Build a Ford city right there. Almost 300 years ago, they're looking to build a fort in this area for right close to the Mississippi. This is only section. This is the highest ground in the whole Mississippi.
Wow.
9 to 11 feet above sea level.
Talk down above the water line, man.
Look to your left, you see the old St. Louis Cathedral there at the back of the square. That is the oldest active cathedral in the United States. That old St. Louis Cathedral, completed in 1794. Somebody's going Christmas ball.
Oh, from the big
Y'all look
necklace.
above us on the left and on the right. We're going to see these beautiful galleries now, these extended balconies. This place is for sale.
There you go,
Go home back and look.
Wow, look at that, Maria.
For sale. I just went up for sale. But I want you to look.
Right.
Watch the mule. When the place is, that's a young mule. If you get right up on it, you ought to go up in the air. You're not going to enjoy that much, trust me.
Oh, look at the
Take a look
courtyard
to
back
your left.
there.
If y'all will.
Gorgeous.
You want to get a picture of the beautiful carriageway opening on to the courtyards with the fountain. See the big frog in the fountain in the middle there? And the beautiful gardens and all. This is very typical of the grand old homes, this one right here. And you can look back, see the gray all the way back and up here. This is all one home, or was, back in the early days. Now these carriageways, so many of them been on. That was very typical of the layout. Here's another one. That's not as nice. As you can see the carriageway opening on to the gardens and the fountain. In the courtyard on the inside of the building. And that style very, very typical of grand old home. That's so many of those carriageways have been on.
That's very typical of Parisian homes too. Everything is, flush to the street, but you open the door, inside it's beautiful in a courtyard. I'm glad I had my protein before I left, or I would really.
We're coming up on the Provincial Hotel here on the right. You see the young couple walking behind the main entrance. Some of the back buildings here housing a hospital during the Civil War.
Oh, this was a hospital right here?
Yeah, some of the back buildings here I was in the hospital in the Civil War. A lot of ghosts and spirits they claim hanging around here. When you come out after dark, you're going to see the haunted Indians, ghosts, and the vampire tours all around. They're going to be a 2-hour walk all around the prison.
There you go, Maria.
Had a great fire in 1788. That fire started behind us, about 4 blocks, just the other side of Jackson Square. You see the numbers? 1035, 617 charters. Back behind us, about 4 blocks. That horrific fire in 1788 was the worst in our history. And that fire for the French War. That fire burned over 80%. Very devastating, that fire. President's few buildings survived that fire. Then 6 years later, the second worst fire, that was 1794. Now that fire started way in the back of the French Court over here in a little stable area. A couple of kids playing with matches and some hay caught on fire.
Oh dear.
That fire burned over 50%. Between them.
Did they survive, the boys?
No contradiction. I'm sorry?
Did the boys survive, or were they
Yeah,
burned?
they
Good.
ran off just like kids would do.
Yeah, good.
But between those two fires, very few buildings survived. If you look over the wall here to our right, over here to our right, far corner, we're looking at the oldest registered or documented buildings right here in the city. These buildings completed in 1752, and they survived both of those fires.
Wow.
These buildings are also the oldest documented or registered buildings in all the Mississippi Valley. Yeah. These buildings house the first all-girls private school or academy in the United States. That was the Ursuline Convent in Academy. The Ursuline Convent in Academy. 12 Ursuline nuns, some of the earliest arrivals in the new city of New Orleans that came over from France in the late 1720s. Those first 12 Ursuline nuns were all nurses. Now, the Ursuline Convent Academy moved uptown into the Garden District area. That was back in the early 1960s. Those buildings over there housing the Cultural Heritage Center, buildings working hours on weekends. Take a look to your left, the Village Convent. A lot of people ask about this. A young lady living in a 3-story hotel these days. But over 150 years ago, that building housed a bordello. A lot of bordellos in old cities. A young lady living there at the time wrote a little song and digging along the way. About 100 years. Back in the early 1960s, the English robbery kicking down the French Quarter. Came upon that little